It's Sports Frenzy! Sports Frenzy!
Go Blue!
That's right. What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? It is Michigan week here at the Frenzy. That's right. We got Michigan. All things Michigan for you this week. Go Blue. What?
Michigan marching band. Band, take the field.
Go.
Under the direction of Professor Jamie L. Nix, the M Fanfare.
Okay, Michigan band that I have in my backyard right now. Just because they won't believe me that the Michigan band is in my backyard right now, I better stop it before they edit us, so. Go Blue! It is Michigan week here on Sports Frenzy. Welcome to the show, everyone. Season 7, Episode 8, and welcome back from his WWE Wellness Policy suspension, Jamie Rose, everybody. Yes. Welcome back, Rose. The man, the legend, Jamie Rose, everybody.
Glorious! I will be there. I will be there.
Now, just remember, that's his first violation of the policy, so I don't know what happens after the second or third one.
Nope. Well, you said it was a 2-game suspension. I think it turned into more of a 2-week suspension.
Let's face it, here on the Frenzy, we're good about having fun, and so first of all, it fell perfectly because somebody got suspended about the same for wellness policy about the same time as Rose couldn't be on the show, so we used that one. Then hockey started, so I think I went with like hockey, like he did you high stick somebody and they would have rhythm in the penalty box or something. I don't know, but it is Michigan week and we are glad to be back.
Hey Tim.
What? Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. I love that. Hail, hail.
Just in case if you didn't know the lyrics, it's Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue!
The only thing that would make that cooler is to like have it like scrolling across the screen with our two heads bopping on it like they do.
We could alternate the heads. Man,
Right.
You're talking about some graphics now, Tim.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. We're glad to be back, and we're glad it's Michigan week. And boy, oh boy, I don't know about you, but I think there's some Sparties out there that might be a little bit worried about this game.
I think you're right, Tim. Sparty's a little nervous. He's quaking in his boot.
I'm feeling very good about Paul Bunyan Trophy coming home this year.
Hey.
I really, but
Knock on wood.
and Lansing has been burning a lot of couches this year, so
Not my couch.
I don't think the smoke has settled from their last burning yet, so we shall see. But if you are a Sparty fan, because we have Sparty fans that watch the show, so sorry if we over Michigan, it's a Michigan show tonight. It only takes, as last year showed, it only takes one play. So
This is true. Well, and you don't know. I mean, I've heard reports that Michigan's favored to win, but due to the fact that there's a chance that Michigan State might not even make the playoffs this year, this might be a game that Michigan State really, really wants to win because they don't have too many other things to play for this year.
Coach Harbaugh has said that they don't underestimate any team. They prepare for every team the same way they would anything. So he's not underestimating Michigan State at all. He's also said that it's a rivalry game, so they're gonna be ready to play this game. And he doesn't believe. It's funny because they put a lot of things out there like just stuff. He says Michigan has channeled all that out, like stuff saying like, oh, so and so might not be playing this week because he might be hurt, or State's coming in not prepared for Michigan and things like that. But read a thing online tonight that D'Antonio says he still feels confident he can beat Michigan even though they are ranked number 2. And you know what we say about rankings? They don't mean anything. It's whoever plays the hardest that night. So with that being said, go Blue!
Go Blue!
What's going on, Rose? What you been up to? How's the week been?
Busy, going good. Still trying to get the house organized.
Yeah, well, looks like the Frenzy Studios coming together on your end a little bit.
No, it hasn't. I haven't even touched it yet.
Oh, you got stuff out.
Yeah, I have stuff out. I had stuff out last week, but just, it's still everything in boxes over here, and still searching for things and getting things set up. It's gonna be a process down here, I think, for a little while, and this weekend, hopefully, of getting some more stuff done. Right now, I feel like I'm more trying to get caught up on maintenance and fixing things that have been left for a while. So
I imagine it's probably a good idea to, and I'm sure your wife would agree with you, to get the main part of the house set up before you start in the man cave.
Oh, wrong one. You would be correct, Tim.
Yeah. Even the crowd agrees.
Well, let's get into some picks, Tim.
All right, let's do this. Hey, we got high school football playoff action, folks. It is playoff time, and if you caught the recap show, I believe we were one of the first breaking, other than the station that covers it, one of the first teams to report our locals in the playoffs. So there you go. So most of these teams are your local teams, plus a few of the teams we've had on here this year that we threw in here for some fun. So, well, not really for fun, but Ida was a big team we covered. So Jamie threw them on there for Columbia Central we've covered, even though they're not Lenawee County. And Hillsdale, unfortunately, didn't make it. Nope. So, sorry, Hillsdale. If there's a Hillsdale audience out there somewhere still, I don't even know anymore. Josh, where are you? You're missing in action, man. If you can still hear the frenzy, get a hold of us. We'd love to present it back to you again.
We would.
All right, Rose, I'll let you take the first game.
Oh, boy. I got to warm up for a second here. Wow. All right, we have a Friday night game at 7 p.m. We have the 5 wins, 4 losses, Adrian Maples.
Let's hear it, Adrian fans. Your team made the playoffs. That's right. Adrian High School, let me hear ya. Adrian Middle School, let me hear ya. That's right. You guys made it. That's right, you did. I know, right? I didn't think, I don't know. You did it.
You did. We have, and they're heading to the 8 wins and 1 loss, Gross Isle.
I guess it's Isle, yeah.
Yeah,
Isle.
They're the Red Devils.
That they are.
Adrian's going to be booing me on this one. I'm going Gross Isle.
Oh, did you hear the silence fall over the crowd?
That's what they're doing to me right now.
Yep, they're throwing stuff at the screen. 5 wins. And he doesn't even have a beverage in his hand. 5 and 4. All right, Rose, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. That first game, I'm going to put you right on the spot.
Oh,
and you know what I want to know.
What?
Come on, you know what I want to know.
No, I don't.
Who'd Adrian lose to this year?
Oh, man.
Well, we've had them pretty much. I think we covered all these games. It's probably right there.
It is. All right, we'll flip. I'll try to pull it up. Actually, you might be quicker to pull it up. 1 second. Let me work quick here.
What the?
This is
Where are they from? Siri, where goes I from? They're about 54 miles from me, according to Siri.
All right, here we go. Here we go. It's near Dearborn. Let's see. They lost to Milan, Tecumseh, Chelsea, and Bay City John Glenn.
Oh, that's right. All right. I'm putting up the blocks right now. I've got gross aisle. I'm sorry, Adrian. I just can't do it. You lost to Tecumseh for crying out loud. Next up, 7 o'clock playoff game. We have the 6 wins and 3 losses. The Clinton Redskins. And they are traveling to the 8 wins and 1 loss, the Sand Creek Aggies. This, folks, is going to be the game of the week, I believe. It's got to be, because this is a rematch from the regular season where Sand Creek pulled off a last-second play win here, folks. Jamie Rose, weigh in on this. Who are you going with?
Well, funny you mentioned that. I actually already had the stats down there for you, too. On September 30th, Sand Creek beat Clinton 12-7. I'm going Sand Creek.
It was a final second play, too, that they got that touchdown, I do believe. Rose is going Sand Creek. This is a tough game for me to call. I've got allegiances in both areas here. Gosh. Oh my goodness.
Delay a game.
I should have thought this one through sooner, but you know what? I am actually going to defer this game. I can't call it. I have too many people on both sides.
Tim defers.
Got family and everything else in Clinton, and I got family with my coaches like Ream and stuff in Sand Creek. So I've got to defer on this game.
Dun dun dun. All right, I'm going Sand Creek. Tim defers. Next up's Friday game at 7 p.m. We have the 6 wins, 3 losses. Detroit Delta Prep. I think that's kind of a cool logo with the elephant.
Like angry elephant is that.
It is. Versus the 8 wins, 1 loss. Only loss to Hillsdale. Hudson Tigers.
What do you think, Rose? Going Hudson? I gotta tell you, I was talking to my Hudson sideline reporter, Rich Hollowell, and he is just a tad bit concerned about this game. He says, you know, when you get into those Detroit schools, they tend to be some big boys over there. So he is a little worried about Hudson. He'll be calling the game for us Friday night there in Hudson. So we'll get scores and highlights and updates from Rich Hollowell. But I am going Hudson as well. I have faith in them. I think they can get it done. If nothing more, it'll be, I think, with a big school like that, they might be flabbergasted at the school they're playing at. Hudson doesn't have the greatest football field in the world. So,
no. Well, I am going to go with the Hudson Tigers as well.
Go Hudson.
Go Hudson.
All right, next up, we have another 7 o'clock playoff game for you. This is also tonight. We have the 6 wins and 3 losses. The Pittsburgh, what are they, Wildcats?
I believe so.
Pittsburgh Wildcats.
Yeah, look on your P. It says right on there.
Oh. I'm looking at the P going, what? What are you talking about? I'm all right. Really, I am. Well, they are traveling to the 6 wins and 3 losses of Morenci Bulldogs. And what are they? Bulldogs. This could actually be a really good game, too. Both teams are...
This is a rematch.
Is it really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Rose, the details. Another rematch. Way to go, Rose.
On August 26th, Morenci defeated Pittsburgh 34-7. And I'm going with the Morenci Bulldogs.
I think a dog will always take out a cat, so I've got the Bulldogs as well. Wow. I did not know that. Good job, Rose. Good job, Rose. Way to be on top of that.
Next up, Friday game tonight, 7 p.m. The 5 wins, the 4 losses, the Stockbridge Panthers. And they're heading to a team we've covered quite a bit this year, Ida, who has a 8 wins and 1 loss record. Sorry, Stockbridge. I'm going with Ida.
Who's that one loss to?
That was just us. I closed my window and I was like, darn, I didn't mean to do that.
Was it Hudson, maybe? Playoff action, folks. Got all the details.
Anytime this is on the line. You're supposed to have your answers in by the... Yes, to Hudson. Hudson beat Ida 35-34.
Even though my brother and his family live in Stockbridge, I've got to go with Ida. They've got 1 loss. You'd be crazy not to. Go.
Ida also.
All right, our last game that Rose has on here for us is at 7 o'clock. This is a playoff game as well. We have it is the 7 wins and 2 losses, Southfield Bradford. And they are traveling to another team covered a lot this year. And I know one of the coaches who works in the Evelyn program. 7 wins and 2 losses, the Columbia Central Eagles. Now, is this a rematch, Rose?
No. I already have that pulled up, Tim. Their 2 losses were to Hudson and Ida.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm going Columbia Central.
This could be a good game as well. Both teams are evened up there.
I actually thought about making this a 3-point bonus game.
Ooh, but he didn't. I'm going to Columbia Central as well. What do we got? Oh, we got some...
Strike 3, you're out.
Might be the final time you get to hear this season, so take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if you ever come back, so it's root, root, root for the home team. Come on, sing it with me. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the ball game. since the home teams are already out,
That's true.
we have the this is the World Series. We have and this is 8 o'clock, and this is a Friday. This is tonight as well on Fox. You can actually see this on regular TV. A lot of people have been asking me about that. So, yes, it's on regular TV if you don't get cable. If you don't have cable, you can still watch the World Series. Our first team is the 94 wins and 67 losses, the Cleveland Indians. They are traveling to, this is accurate, right? This is where they're actually playing right now.
Yep.
I always get confused because it's like, okay, yeah, those two teams do get like home field advantage or whatever for baseball. It's not a neutral territory like other games.
No.
They're playing the Chicago Cubbies, who have 103 wins, 59 losses. As of this recording, folks, the series is tied up. Is that correct, Rose?
Yes. Yep. They played,
So if you...
I think they played last night. So
So
they have tonight off for traveling.
So they played Wednesday night. They
Yep.
traveled Thursday night. They
It's
play Friday night.
Friday night. Yep.
So series is tied at 1 apiece.
Yep. And it's funny. Earlier in the season I said the Chicago Cubs were, what was the date? I said that they were my. There it is on September 23rd. Rose predicts Cubs to lose in the playoffs. And so far I've been wrong about that one. So, you know what? I kind of want the Cubs to win just because it's been 100 and some odd years since they've won a World Series, so I'm going the Cubs.
Is this the team that was supposedly jinxed?
Yes, by a goat. Yep. There's a bar in Chicago called the Billy Goat Tavern. And I think the owner, don't shoot me, anybody out there, if I'm not getting my history right. Somehow the owner put some sort of put a goat or something dealing with a goat. I don't know. I have to look that up on the break here so I can get my history actually accurate. So I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to butcher the whole story of the Billy Goat.
Yeah, he cursed them somehow. We'll get you. Anyway, I agree with Rose. I'm going to go with the cursed Cubs because I'm not a Cleveland fan.
Going into some NCAA football, and the very first game for you guys.
It's a first three-point bonus game. It's a first three-point bonus game. Everybody sing along. 3-point bonus game. Yeah. And this happens to be the greatest team in college football.
Go Blue!
Go Blue!
But we should probably give them the facts.
Oh, yeah, should we?
This game is a Saturday game at noon on ESPN. We have the 7 wins, 0 loss, ranked second in the nation. Go Blue!
That's right, folks. Second in the nation. Go Blue!
Versus the 2 wins and 5 losses, Michigan State Spartan. Go Blue! So Tim defers this game.
I have allegiances to high school football. I don't make those allegiances. And I do have people that I love that are State fans, but boo-hoo to them. Because they like to rub it in my face when Michigan gets beat. So
This is true.
Anyway, yes, go blue. Go blue.
Go blue.
Go blue. Seems like there was something I wanted to see. Oh, yes. There is the fear, folks, that up there in East Lansing is going to have more Michigan fans than Staters this week.
I know. I'm mad. I have a buddy who is going to this game and is sitting second row behind the Michigan State players.
That's because State fans are selling their tickets.
Yep. And I asked him, are you wearing Michigan? He's like, heck yeah, I'm wearing Michigan.
It's good seats, too.
Yep.
There's good seats that they're...
So if you see a guy behind the Michigan State players wearing a Michigan shirt, that's my buddy.
It might surprise me, but they've been saying there's tickets online and everything for this game. They said that State fans have been trying to dump their tickets like crazy. So I'm betting you're going to see a blue out in East Lansing. So go blue.
Go blue.
Next up we have this is a Saturday game as well, and it's 3:30 on Fox Sports 1, FS1, as they like to be called these days. Their new cool short abbreviation. We have the 7 wins and 0 losses Washington College. And they are ranked 4th.
Wrong logo.
No.
Yeah.
Is that the logo?
Yeah.
Washington
College was probably like Adrian College. This is Washington University. Their logo is a husky.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, then why you got just a duck there, Rose?
What?
I could have used a husky there to help me out with this one, you know. Instead, I get a W, so I get a W school. See?
That's okay, Tim.
I could pull up that logo, but the battery on my phone just died. So.
Oh, man.
All right. So we have the 7 wins, 0 losses, ranked 4th in the nation. Washington Huskies. Sorry, guys. I screwed that one up. They are traveling to the 7 wins, 1 loss, ranked 17th in the nation. Utah. Who is Utah? I have they're right now.
You do have that. Yep.
This could be an exciting game as well this weekend. We got a 7-0 and a 7-1 team playing each other. I know nothing about either one of these teams. Hey, still just a W though. Show me a husky. I'm not sure. There you go. There you go. I probably have that logo laying around somewhere.
I'm going with the Huskies.
That's why he brought the logo up for you to see.
Yep.
I'm going to go with the Huskies as well. Show them the logo again, Rose. Did you close it already? There he is. The Huskies. Darn logos.
Darn logos. The nightmare of your life. Next up is a Saturday game at 7 p.m. on ESPN. We have the 7 wins, 0 losses, ranked 7th in the nation, Nebraska.
Wow, this is a good one. Apparently, I skipped over this game altogether because my next logos I have is Clemson and Florida. So
versus the 5 wins and 2 losses, Wisconsin. I am going Nebraska.
I overlooked this game. I don't even know. I did pull up the logos. I suppose seeing something had been, I said, why did he give me a W? Well, Rose actually sends me the list of teams before he even has these printed, so I didn't even actually see the W. So I just went by the list he sent me.
That's true. This is true.
So I'm not sure how I skipped over Nebraska and Wisconsin.
Maybe I left that out in the email.
I don't know.
That might have been my fault. I might have overtyped it.
So who'd you go with, Rose?
I'm going Nebraska.
7-0. Oh, 5-2 Wisconsin. Yeah, give me Nebraska as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to some logos. This is your 8 o'clock game on ABC this week. We have and Saturday. 8 wins and 3 losses, ranked 3rd in the nation. Clemson, they beat somebody huge to get up there in the rankings like that, I do believe. Do you remember who they beat, Rose?
Who, Clemson?
Yeah, I was thinking it was somebody huge they beat. To jump up that high.
Yeah. No, just check the email I did send it to. Washington versus Utah. Or Nebraska versus Wisconsin, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. No, sign my cards. I'll look at the logo tomorrow. Hey, your coaster stayed on the cup.
I know, it did the whole time. It's like that built-on coaster.
The little things are entertaining to us.
Yes.
All right, Clemson. Who'd they get to be number 3?
I'm looking at
Somebody big.
beatbox for you guys.
I didn't know if they knows what beatboxing is, Rose.
Oh, this is true.
You might be aging yourself on that one.
Oh, that hurt. Clemson.
You know what's really kind of funny about all this, and I'm just noticing this. The last time I do believe that we actually had Jamie Rose on the air, the last show he was on, his hair was shorter.
My hair grows very, very quickly.
It's grown back pretty quickly.
It does.
You had like a military buzz cut going on.
Yeah, yeah. It usually takes, I have to get my hair cut about every 3 weeks. Let's see. Clemson beat Auburn. First game of the year, 19-13, excuse me. Louisville, 42-36. Those are the only 2 teams that they've beaten worth of mentioning. So I think it was Louisville, and that was...
So anyway, they're 8-0. They're ranked 3rd in the nation. They are traveling to the struggling this year. 5 wins, 2 losses. They're still in the rankings, though. Ranked 12th in the nation, Florida State. I got to tell you, though, Clemson's on a roll. I got to go with Clemson.
Clemson for me also. I'll let you take this next one.
All right, next up we have what we like to call the Coach's MAC Game of the Week. Or the MAC Highlight. Rose has got that too. This is a 3:30 game on ESPN3 because, you know, the MAC division, they get a lot of respect. They have to be... They used to have a MAC Game of the Week on TV, but I'm not sure what happened to that. Anyway, we have the 2 wins and 6 losses. Miami of Ohio. Now, I got this logo right. I double-checked it like 3 times to make sure I was getting the right one. Because the Ohio that Rose put there was a big clue to me.
I want to make sure you weren't pulling up the Hurricanes logo.
Right. Which I think I did the first time, and I'm looking at that going, no, that's not right. They are traveling to the 5 wins and 3 losses. Not a bad record, not a bad start for these guys considering their past. Eastern Michigan.
I'm going Eastern.
I'm going to go with Eastern as well. Go Eastern Michigan. I've missed some hockey action. Hockey, hockey, hockey.
Friday
Let's go
night game.
Walleye. Let's go Walleye.
Friday night game at 7:30 p.m. and you can watch this on ECHL.TV. Now, I did learn this week that this and the AHL Live, you have to pay for to watch the games.
There is, I've said this before, and I think if you live in Tecumseh area and probably Blissfield area and heading closer to Toledo, there is a Comcast channel that carries their games. And it's somewhere on there. I don't know what channel it is. I don't get it anymore because apparently I don't live close enough for that particular channel.
I think you can listen. I think it's a radio station. I have to see if I can find the radio station for the Walleye for the Adrian crew there. But this is we have the 4 wins, 1 loss, 0 overtime loss. The Toledo Walleye. They're heading to Norfolk Admirals. With a 1 win and 4 loss and 0 overtime loss. I got the Walleye.
Comes to find out, Rose, when I was researching through my old logos, the Admirals were actually somewhere else.
There is it's they're in the league with the Griffins.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, they're two different.
So 2 different Admirals. Because I have another Admirals logo.
Yeah.
This one, so I was like, oh, this is the Admirals that I need. This is the Admirals I'm looking for. So, anyway, I got the Walleye. Rose has got the Walleye. Go Walleye.
Go Walleye.
There's also, we don't really have an Ohio fan base as far as I know, but down here in Ohio, there is a network in there that carries the Walleye games. You guys see that. On, when we go down there, that tells the channel stuff. Was that just last year? Did we went to a Walleye game? Or has it been longer than that now?
2 years ago. It
Sorry,
wasn't
man.
last season. It was the season before we went.
Time flies.
It does.
I just think about that. Like, how long ago was that? So I was looking at for you. I will go ahead and just do the next game for you guys. We have a Saturday game. There's a lot of Saturday games this week. At 6 p.m., the puck drops. You can see it on the AHL.live. We have the 4 wins, 1 loss, 0 overtime losses. The Grand Rapid Griffins.
Let's go Griffins.
Let's go Griffins. I've so got to get me some Griffins gear this year. I got Walleye gear. I've got Red Wings gear. Got to get me some Griffins gear. And I've said that for like 3 years now.
Yeah, there it is. It's the Milwaukee Admirals.
Yes, that's the other logo I have.
Yeah, they're in the same league as the Griffins.
Okay. Anyway, the Griffins are playing the 1 win, 3 losses, 0 overtime losses. The Charlotte Checkers.
I got the Griffins.
Yeah. I can tell you if you want to listen to this game, it's on up by Rose. It's on WBBL, is the radio station up by him. 107.3, I believe it is. For Grand Rapids Griffins games. They are also the ones that brings to you the baseball games as well.
Oh, nice.
And I listened to them quite a bit this summer on the internet.
Well, I just jotted it down, so we're coming into some NHL hockey. I think we should roll a little NHL footage for you guys.
Roll it!
Some info for you guys. I told you I'd bring it to you. The Curse of the Billy Goat.
They're glad we're back, apparently.
Oh, they are. It's a delayed reaction. The Billy Goat Let's see. The curse of the Billy Goat for the Chicago Cubs is the name of a sports-related curse that was supposedly placed. What? Oh, on the Chicago Cubs baseball franchise in 1945 by Billy Goat Tavern owner Billy Zezas. Because the order of his pet goat, Murphy, was bothering other fans, Billy was asked to leave Wrigley Field, the Cubs park, during Game 4 of the 1945 World Series. Outraged, Billy allegedly declared, "Them Cubs, they ain't gonna win no more," which has been interpreted to mean that either the Cubs would never win another National League pennant, or else that they would never again win a World Series. The Cubs lost the 1945 World Series to the Detroit Tigers and have not won a World Series championship since 1908. After the incident, Billy and Murphy, the Cubs did not play in the World Series for the next 71 years. On the 46th anniversary of Billy Zezas' death, they defeated the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-0 in Game 6 of the 2016 National League Championship Series to win the NL pennant. The Cubs currently have pulled into a 1-1 tie in the 2016 World Series, to the American League champion Cleveland Indians, who have an alleged curse of their own.
Ah, really?
I did not know the Indians had a curse. What's their curse?
I didn't know that either.
Curse of Rocky Covolito. Its origin is traced back to an unpopular trade of right fielder Rocky Covito for Harvey Canoe in 1960. It was not claimed that Covito placed the curse, and he has denied doing so. The Indians won the American League Championship in 95-97, but lost the World Series. So
Interesting.
it doesn't sound like that curse is as big as the Billy Goat Tavern curse. But anyways, back to hockey.
Is this me or you?
You can take it.
All right, 7 o'clock game. This game is Saturday. And we have the 20. What am I talking about? 7 o'clock game, Fox Sports Detroit is what this one's on. That's where the Red Wings play. We have the 3 wins, 3 losses, 0 overtime losses. The Boston Bruins.
The Boston Bruins.
And they are traveling to the Let's Go Red Wings! Let's go Red Wings! Finally, after 2 losses, are getting red hot again. The 5 wins, 2 losses, 0 overtime losses. Your Detroit Red Wings! Let's go Red Wings! Where else I got the Bruins?
Red Wings. Next up, this is a Saturday game at 7 p.m. also, and I think it can be seen on the NHL network. The 4 wins, 2 loss, the 1 overtime loss, Pittsburgh Penguins. There it is. Versus the 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 overtime loss, the Philadelphia Flyers. I got the Penguins. And we love our technical difficulties. That one was brought to you by Skype. Tim, you were asking me if the Penguins and Flyers are rivals. Yes, they are.
All right. And who would you go with, Rose?
I went with the Penguins.
Penguins for you. Okay. And I'm going to go with the Penguins as well. Wrong sound, Rose.
Well, we're entering NFL, though.
True that.
All right, that's enough of that. Because, like, it really matters anymore about my squeaker games of the week because I've been so accurate this year about it. I'm 1 for 6.
Rose is disappointed. He's missing his squeaker belt.
My record's about as good as Michigan State's record. I had to get that jab in there.
Oh, boy.
This is a Sunday game at 1 p.m. It can be seen on Fox. We have the 4 wins, 3 losses. The squeaking by Detroit Lions. They're heading to the Texans heading to Houston to face the Texans. 4 wins and 2 losses. You know what? That's the reason I made this the squeaker game of the week, because all of the Lions wins this year have been squeakers. So I'm going to go with the Lions. We'll see if now they lose because I picked them.
I've got the Lions, I believe. I'm going with the Lions as well. All right, our next game is a 9:30 at night game.
Excuse me.
Bless you. And you wonder, what the heck? Why would Rose pick a 9:30 at night Sunday night game? Well, I'll tell you why he did that, because we won't be shooting the recap show on Sunday night this week anyway, because we have a WWE pay-per-view.
Isn't that 9:30 a.m.?
No, you got PM on here.
Did I? It's an a.m. I'm sorry.
It's an A. Oh, so this is an England game?
Yes.
Oh.
I did. It is PM I put on there. My bad, everybody. It is AM, 9:30 a.m.
This is a morning game, folks.
It's funny, 1 letter off, and that's how much it can mess you up.
There's a big difference between night and day.
That is.
So it's a morning game in England.
Yep.
Why are we playing all these England games this year?
They're trying to get the popularity up in England so they can get a team in England.
I just find that to be so ridiculously silly. This is an American sport.
I understand a Canadian team. The Edmonton, was it the Edmonton Oilers at one point for NFL football? I think it was the Oilers.
Yeah, I think you're right. That sounds right.
And then you had
A hockey team?
yeah, there's hockey teams, but hockey's more of a Canadian sport.
Right. So
But baseball has Canadian teams. There's the Toronto Blue Jays. There's the.
that's a valid point there. You got a good point there.
But you're at least still on the same continent. You're on the North American continent. You're not going across the ocean where you're talking about major time changes.
Here's the thing, and I don't know if you're too young to remember this. Do you remember the European Football League?
Yes.
Okay. And it failed, basically. They had all those teams. They were playing by NFL rules, and they had all these teams in different parts of the country. Now, I found it kind of interesting. I actually liked it. I watched a lot of those games. But then the NFL took that over and started sending like their third stringers and fourth stringers over there to play, but it still didn't make it. So I just don't understand what they think. I don't understand. Maybe. I don't know what the ratings have been. I guess we can look at that for a future show, but I don't know if anybody's even watching football at 9:30 in the morning. I mean, some people are just on the weekend are just not even out of bed yet, depending on how late you stayed up the prior night, if anybody knows what I mean.
I know a few games. There was a game, me and my buddies, we actually went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the Lions I can't remember who they faced. The Lions faced a team in England, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings at 9:30 in the morning, and we sat there and watched the whole game, and there was a grand total of 6 people watching that game.
Did they have a breakfast menu, or did you get to give him?
No, they had all they were opening up special just for that game. But yeah, you could order beer and you could order food. So I think I sat there and I actually ordered coffee, which they actually had. They were like, I'm like, do you guys have coffee? They're like, yeah, we actually have coffee. We need some this morning. And I'm like, well, hey, bring me a cup of that. So I sat there and had coffee and watched the Lions game at Buffalo Wild Wings, and then it hit noon, and then I had a beer. Or the adult beverage. I'm sorry.
All right, so we have the 4 wins and 3 losses, the Washington Redskins, and they are playing the 3 wins and 4 losses, the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm going with the Redskins.
I'm going to go Redskins as well.
Next game is Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Once again, you have to remember, I believe there were other games going on at this time and on this channel. So you might watch it. It might not be this game. So I can't guarantee that this one and the Packers, or the next game after this, the Packers Falcons game is going to be aired. So sorry about that. The Lions game should be aired, and obviously the Redskins Bengals game should be aired also, because that's the only game going on at that time. Anyways, back to it here. We have the 4 wins, 2 losses, the Kansas City Chiefs. They are heading to the 3 wins, 4 losses, the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going for the Chiefs for my aunt and cousins.
I've got the Chiefs for Coach Andy Reid, one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. Three points. 3 points. It's your 3-point bonus game!
Yeah! Woo!
Oh, yeah. We have the 4 wins, 2 losses, the Green Bay Packers. They are traveling to the 4 wins and 3 losses, the Atlanta Falcons. Who you like, Rose?
I'm going with the Packers. I just wanted to play that sound effect. That's actually the Bayhawks.
Yeah. You're going Packers?
I'm going Packers.
Ugh. Yeah, I suppose I'll go the Packers as well. Getting down there. NASCAR is getting down there.
It is. Season's coming to an end. Sunday race at the Martinsville Speedway at 1 p.m. on NBCSN.
Yeah, let's see who's punching their this week. Who was another one? I forgot who won the race. I think it was Danny Hamlin, wasn't it?
Nope, Joey Logano.
Oh, that's right, duh. Joey Logano won last week, so Joey Logano kind of punches his card into the finals.
I was trying to pull that up quick here. Come on, oh boy. You gonna do your usual guy there?
Yeah, I think so. So it should be known at this point. It's getting down to select a few racers, the top 12, basically.
Yep. But all the other drivers still will be running.
Right, there's no racer points or something.
Money.
Money?
Yeah, the top drivers don't get the highest. Heyday.
You going with your regular driver?
Yep, Kevin Harvick for me, Kyle Busch for Tim. I'm trying to remember how many drivers are in the...
It's 12, isn't it?
How was that? It's NASCAR to tell me the other. So I can tell who's punched a ticket. They have like this for 4,000 points. What the heck? All right, drivers in. Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, Danny Hamlin, Kurt and Kyle Busch. What's up? I believe this is the... Oh, shoot. We missed the ball on this one this year. We missed it. The chase grid's been going on for several weeks now. I somehow missed this.
I didn't think... I thought we were talking about it.
Yeah, so yeah.
I knew what was going on.
For some reason, I didn't even realize it. It started went back at Chicagoland.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
We're about 5 weeks in now, aren't we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 6 weeks into the grid. Man, I'm really... Man, because last year I made that cool separate piece of paper, I think, and then I eliminated drivers.
That's right, we did. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I was going to do that again this year, and I totally failed miserably on that one. So yeah, right now we're down to 8 drivers, and it's Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, Danny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, and Kyle Busch. And I believe the way it works is at the end of the next 3 races, then it goes from 8 drivers down to the championship 4, where the race is at Homestead in Miami, and the winner out of those 4 for that race is the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion. So we basically have one this week, 2, 3. We have 4 more weeks. So
maybe we'll whip together something for you guys next week.
Yeah, let's see. Man, I really dropped the ball there.
I didn't think about it either, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah, we've been busy though. So, anyways, so that's your top drivers right there.
But wait, there's more.
Oh man, he's got his Goldberg out.
Who's that? Brock Lesnar's next, but not at this pay-per-view. Goldberg, Goldberg, Goldberg.
Yeah, that's right. We are entering the WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It is at 8 p.m. on Sunday on the WWE Network, and it will be coming to you from Boston, Massachusetts.
For $9.99, you can enjoy everything WWE, including this Raw pay-per-view. This is a Raw pay-per-view.
It is. Next one, I believe, is Survivor Series, where it will be the return of Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Rematch of WrestleMania 20. 12 years ago, they fought.
Do you guys remember who the special referee was for that match?
I do.
I think he should be brought back for this one.
I do too.
It should be his ref.
It should be, too. I agree. This is a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view this week, though. And first match, all three of these matches will be fought inside Hell in a Cell. I think that's the first time ever they've had 3 Hell in a Cell matches at a pay-per-view.
Hell in a Cell!
The first one is Kevin Owens.
Or current. What's that?
Universal
Championship.
Versus Seth Rollins, which, I'm sorry to say this, enough's enough. We've seen Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens enough. The story's kind of getting I think Kevin Owens is going to win.
Kevin Owens, I think, retains it. And I'm wondering if Triple H is going to interfere again because Seth has been dissing on Triple H a lot lately. So.
Yeah. Next up, the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match. We have the boss, Sasha Banks, versus, who I just read this today, they are now adding something to Charlotte's name now. It's no longer just Charlotte. It is Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
Woo! It is. That is her. I got Sasha Banks.
I think Sasha retains the title as well.
And your last match for the sheets, but not for this pay-per-view, Roman Reigns. He is not the WWE champion, though.
No, he's the United States champion. But I already had this one printed up, so I used it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting everybody know he's not the World Heavyweight Champion. He's the United States champion versus the former United States champion, Rusev. Gosh, this is a tough one for me. Who are you thinking, Tim? My gut saying Roman. My head saying, well, from every face is Rusev. Who does he face?
You bring up a valid point there. My first instinct was to go with Roman. But, yeah. I mean, you could have people interfere in a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
I just don't know who would have beef with Reigns right now.
Or who else would have the ability to take the United States champion from him?
Yeah. I just have a feel. I think Reigns will hold on to it for a little while.
I'm gonna go Roman too. My gut's saying he'll win.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling Rusev with it.
Let's see. Other matches going on. We have a WWE Cruiserweight TJ Perkins versus the Brian Kendrick.
Cruiserweight matches, man. Those are good matches, people. If you haven't had a chance to watch the Cruiserweight division yet, I suggest checking it out.
I'm loving the Cruiserweights right now. Raw Tag Team Champions, The New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Enzo and Big Cat Swaft versus Luke Gallows and Carl Edwards. I'm also kind of tired of that one. Then we have Bayley versus Dana Brooke. And the kickoff match is Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and Sin Cara versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Ari Daivari, which you might remember his brother. He was the manager for, what was his name? Back in the early 2000s. Arabic guy there. Kind of racist a little bit there with that whole thing. But anyways.
Was it Daivari? Was that his name?
Muhammad Hassan or something like that was his name.
What's his brother's name?
Daivari was his brother. But he started out as, like, this guy's manager.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I got for you guys this week. The show's kind of, it's going to be a launch show for you guys this week, so. You got anything else for us, Tim?
Well, no, my phone died, so I got no information for you guys. So
there you go. We'll give you guys some info there on the recap show, which will come to you guys on Tuesday.
That's right. Let's get out there and enjoy your weekend, enjoy some games. There's going to be some great ones. Of course, the greatest one of all, Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Oh, Paul Bunyan.
Go Blue.
I'm the coach, everyone. Be blessed out there.
And I'm Jamie.
Send us out with some Michigan music there, Rose.
Go Blue!
Go Blue! See you soon!